Today, we're taking a dive into the beautiful mod that is Let's Do Meadows by CurseForge user Satisfy. Thanks so much to Gelato Harmony who requested it that we take a look at this mod. It's been an absolute treat. Y'all make sure to comment what mods we should look at next for a chance to be highlighted in a future spotlight. Now this mod is beautiful. Honestly, I could stare at it for hours and I feel like it would be a perfect background for one of those lo-fi chill streams or something along those lines. This mod completely revamps the Meadows biome while adding a decent variety of non-biome related mechanics, and I figure there's no better way to show it off than showing off this naturally generating house. So the first thing added by this mod that I wanted to take a look at is the brown bear. Now the mod says it's aggressive, but I was just not able to get this big boy to attack me. Moving on, there's a bunch of varieties of cows. I really liked these dairy cows, so they're the ones I kept by. Also adds a pretty neat water buffalo that'll hang out by water sources, and a bunch of different sheep like this bighorn sheep, and then also that umber cow because, you know, we had to have the umber. Wheelbarrow, a bunch of decorations. There's this neat new wood cauldron if you can't afford the iron. This bench, which is nice and decorative. I'm a big fan of this watering can though, which acts like bone meal if you fill it with water, and it does drain over time, as you can see by that little green bar. If you want to place it for decorative purposes, you can shift and right click. Now it adds a bunch of new decorative blocks like the limestone that you're seeing here, and all the wood is the new pine wood. When we get that sheep out of the way, we can see into this cauldron. Bunch of new cooking recipes for a few different foods. This is one that you're going to need the rennet, and with that you can create cheese in this cheese press. If you have milk, you can make fondue with the cheese, or you can place it and kind of eat off the block, which is a pretty neat mechanic, kind of like the cakes in vanilla Minecraft. Sheep spin, that's normal. One of the other things that's neat is this jug that you can put milk in and pull milk out of with that wood bucket, and you can just kind of store it there for nice easy safekeeping in your kitchen to make more cheese. Now moving upstairs, we've got a nice little bedroom with those new decorative windows, the oil lanterns, which are pretty cool, some desks, storage, wardrobes, new wool beds, and like I said, this was a naturally generating house, so there is some stuff in that chest. Going downstairs again, see all these decorations like these flower pots and the wheelbarrow again that you can put the flowers in. You can stack firewood outside, and there's this block which is nice and new. It's the wood cutting block where you can chop logs directly into resources that you might need, and this helps save you resources in the end. Like you can make pine beams 1 to 4 like normal, or you can make direct to trap doors or anything like that, and in some cases you do get some extra resources instead of going through the crafting recipe, which is nice. It could be pretty convenient. Now coming back to this cheese press we started out on, looks like it's almost done, and you can make those wood buckets now instead of having to get the iron buckets, which is pretty convenient if you haven't been mining. Now with these wood buckets, you can, like the iron buckets, use them to milk various animals. In this, it now adds the option to milk more animals than before. So yeah, I went and milked the umber cow. That's normal though, being able to milk the cows, and you can just kind of drink that to empty the bucket. Now you can milk sheep and goats as well, make different types of cheeses. Got the buffalo milk. You can't milk the bear. You don't want bear milk. That's kind of gross. Coming back to the cheese press, we can see the top is lifted off, showing that cheese wheel is done. Now I can just kind of drop in my new bucket of milk if you want. You can see on the left here that there are those different recipes for each type of animal that you can get the milk from, including that warped cheese from mysterious cows that spawn now, but I wasn't able to find any just yet. Like I said before, a bunch of new crafting recipes. Some of them can even be placed for decorative purposes as well as your nutrition. If you're using this stove, it also looks like you can get more food than before, such as that cooked rabbit recipe where 1 rabbit and some salt can get you 4 cooked rabbit. Same with the baked potato. It would be a really nice way to get more out of less of food, and that salt does spawn underneath the Meadows biome, so it would be easy to find. One of the other things that was kind of neat added by this mod is the climbing rope. You just place it on the underside of a block, and you're able to go up or down it, kind of like ladders or scaffolding, but for a much cheaper resource requiring only 3 iron. I could see this being really useful in some of those deep dark caves that just have a sudden drop off into the cave with no easy way up and out. I'll definitely be using a lot of these. Let me know which parts of this mod that you'll find useful, or like before, let me know what mods you want to see us review next. And as always, thank you so much for watching.